Hello, Aries. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, and this is your reading for July 16th through the 31st. Today, we'll be pulling a card for your overall energies. We'll take a look at your energies, the energies that are connected to you, and how those mingle and dance in the middle. We'll then close it off with an oracle card for the Aries collective. Keep in mind, these are general readings, so only take what resonates. Leave the rest. Check out your sun, moon, rising, and north node for additional context and texture. And below in the description, I will have links for social media connections and for donations and for personal readings. So if you're interested in any of those things, check that out. Okay, Aries. Okay. Your overall energy is the Ten of Cups. I like this, Aries. Feeling good. Feeling fulfilled, feeling open, feeling complete. I like that feeling. And I think you do too. This is really nice energy for you. Happiness, connections, celebration. So far, I'm smiling. I'm feeling the vibe. I'm feeling it for you. On your side, you get the King of Cups, the Death card, and the Chariot. Wow, cool. Okay, so you're showing me emotional maturity, emotional satisfaction with that King of Cups. That is really unique for you since you are a fire energy. So I like that you're showing me mastery there of the water element. Death and rebirth, that Scorpio energy. So more water coming in, transformation, quite transformative. Whatever you're going through is quite transformative, and it feels very heart connected. The Chariot, that's Cancerian energy, more water type of energy coming in on your side. This could be why that Ten of Cups has come up, because you are really looking at or going through something that's quite emotionally based and quite watery and quite in the flow of those things. The person connected to you, they get the Magician, the Seven of Wands, and the Sun. They too are going through some sort of really cool alchemical process. They seem a little overwhelmed, okay? They seem maybe a little tiny bit overwhelmed, like they're choosing to be overwhelmed because overwhelm is a choice. They're not seeing exactly what they get to be here, but they're working on it. They are working on it, and they're working on it very deeply, which I like. I also sense maybe Scorpio energy in their vibe here too, and maybe a little Leo energy of the fire of the sun here. Happiness, and even contentment and accomplishment seems to be their goal. In the energies between the two of you, you get the Two of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. This is maybe a more patient energy, maybe something to do with planning something with someone else, or figuring out how to plan, or figuring out how your energies work together. But the Three of Pentacles shows a collaboration and shows energies that are showing up and working together. So something is working out here for you, Aries. Let's look at this King of Cups. The Knight of Wands and the Emperor. Ooh, cool. All right, so Aries, the Emperor energy, I feel, is connected to you. So yeah, you're sitting here saying, oh yeah, I am mastering these emotional energies. I'm becoming emotionally mature through the transformational process that I'm going through, and I am actively tackling this with a lot of passion and a lot of heart. That's awesome. Can everyone do this, please? Beautiful. You're doing it, and you're doing it your way, which is nice. Of course, it's not just nice. That's what Aries does. Aries just does that. Okay, this Death card, the card of transformation, the card of Scorpio. This is where we have a little bit of a closed offness here with the Nine of Cups, but we have the Queen of Pentacles coming in, which I really like. So we're putting nurturing energy over the places where you might feel closed off. And, you know, the Nine of Cups leads to the Ten of Cups, which is the overall energy. This could represent something you've really worked on opening up to. And I feel like whatever you're opening up to, it's very stable. and it's very nurturing. It could be a level of self-care and self-awareness that you haven't had before, that you're establishing, that before maybe you just couldn't see it, you couldn't feel into it, you couldn't go into it, and you were closed off to it, but you're showing me you're transforming it, and you're transforming it through probably this work you're doing on your emotional maturity and on just patient self-care and self-attention with that Queen of Pentacles. I love this. Wish all the readings in this cycle could have been this empowering. But again, Aries, you're the first sign of the zodiac. Sometimes you just have this way of showing us the way, you know, the rest of us. Okay, the Chariot, clarified by the Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands. Okay, so you're showing me this isn't always easy for me. I may be an Aries and I may just charge forward and be going and doing things, but this isn't always easy. I've had to really look at the things that I want to hold on to and what I want to take forward with me. I've had to work on issues of attachment, and I've had to untangle and unwind myself from certain things, that especially things that have brought conflict in the past. And I've had to do it by standing my ground and keeping control of my chariot and keeping control of my emotions and also my fire. So my heart and my passion. So you're letting us know here that this hasn't always been easy for you to do, that there is challenge here, and it's natural to have confusion or hesitation about it. The person connected to you that has the Magician here, they got the Four of Pentacles and the Fool. Okay, it looks to me like this person is really trying to step into the next level for themselves. They've been holding on or keeping secret or you know, hiding away, playing small. They've been hiding away from the world, is what it seems like. And they are really working hard on coming out into the light with something big, probably one of their major gifts, talents, and abilities. Could be spiritual in nature, which might have caused hesitation in the past through, you know, religious judgment and persecution. They could have a religious upbringing that has stifled their growth spiritually, and now they've realized that and they're coming out. They were taught to play small, though, I feel, and now they're saying, pretty much screw it, I'm going to go for it. I got to go on my journey no matter who likes it. The Seven of Wands, this is the overwhelm I was talking about, is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, they're working on this. They're working on changing their perspective around being overwhelmed. So these are things like, okay, instead of sitting in here and saying, okay, I feel overwhelmed, that puts me in a place of anxiety where I cannot take the best next step. In my mind, in my heart, my soul, I'm like, where do I go? I'm so overwhelmed. But what I get to say is, wow, look at all of these things I get to do. Look at all of these choices I have. The world is at my fingertips. I just get to pick one of these and go. How exciting. And then I'll do the next one. And then I'll do the next one. See the difference in the vibe? That's what this person is trying to do right now. Very important to realize that overwhelm is a choice. For the Sun, for them, they get the Nine of Wands and the Three of Cups. This shows me that this person has had resistance to getting support before. So they may be seeking out mentorship or counseling or something like that now, coaching, because they recognize that this is a lot and they don't have to do it all on their own. I think before they felt maybe a disappointment or being let down by people, and this has stifled them in the past from being able to find that contentment on their journey, and they're looking into that more deeply now and opening up to that. Let's look at this nice, patient, strategic Two of Wands in the connection. Might feel a bit slow. That's okay, though. On your side comes in the energy of the Queen of Cups. On their side, the Ace of Cups. You're both investing in this, but this is really cool because it doesn't feel pressurized. It doesn't feel forced. This feels like you're both investing in this connection in a way that feels very balanced to each of you. You're only putting in what you're able, and it's a very conscious energy of making sure that the two of you have enough space and a respectful space and enough time and energy to deal with the different transformations that you're going through and where you're at, but you're still contributing together. And this is slower moving, but I like this, especially if this is the beginning of a relationship, because it feels that will give you the opportunity to set the foundation while the two of you are coming at this with open hearts. And that's important. That's important for a strong foundation of even if this is just a friendship, someone new that you're making friends with, or a new business partnership. The Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Three of Wands and the Ten of Cups. The Three of Wands coming in from your side. What's nice about what this person brings in, and this may be what has kind of inspired you to be in this more emotional state where you can spend time with your emotions and mature those. This relationship has brought that in. They're coming in with the Ten of Cups, which is the overall energy. They're showing Aries, demonstrating to Aries, not forcing upon Aries, but demonstrating to Aries how keeping that beautiful open heart and that feeling of completion and that feeling can be carried on the journey, not just when you're actually completing something, not just when you've actually reached your goal, but you can carry that all along the way. And it's actually, Aries, it kind of puts you in this slower, more conscious pace, which I feel like in all the readings I've done for you this year, I feel like you've been working on doing things differently than maybe your very first reaction. You've been really doing things in a more creative rather than a reactive kind of way. And maybe the better word is respond. This relationship is teaching you how to respond rather than react. And so you are responding with this really beautiful, full, open, matured emotional energy, which is beautiful. Aries, let's get a card for you to close off the reading today from the Sacred Geometry of Relationships Oracle. Aries, you got the number 42 card, Transformation. Transformation in relationship. Like everything else, relationships go through cycles. Periods of profound togetherness will often be followed by a deep desire for temporary solitude so we can progress and integrate our experiences. This is natural and should be no cause for alarm. Our desire to connect and then separate waxes and wanes in natural cycles, just like the ebb and flow of the oceans and the expansion and contractions that causes our hearts to beat. Unfortunately, our collective creation of an ideal romantic relationship, one which is the initial passion and feelings last forever, is not supportive of the reality of life and changing. People grow and change, as do our dreams, desires, and feelings. Our individual journeys impact our relationships. When we go through changes and transformations, it shifts the dynamic of the relationships. So unless we can transform romantic love into deep intimacy, the relationship might not be sustainable through the winds of everlasting change and transformation. Aries, so it says here, the energy of transformation supports our ability to gracefully flow through times of transition, allowing the old to make room for the new. And I think that's really beautiful here. You have the Death card. It's no doubt that you and this other person are going through transformation. And I really like the slow down part of the cycle here that you're showing me, because I really think it'll give time for that really healthy foundation to be built. Aries, thank you so much for joining. It's been an honor, and I'll see you next time.